Welcome back everyone to Hearts of Iron 4 with the Death or Dishonor expansion. Now, we already started the campaign as Poland, but I felt like, playing as Poland's probably going to be terribly depressing, and therefore I need something to cheer me up. And what could be better than the Party King of Romania, Karol II. He's quite an exquisite lifestyle, and there's going to be a lot of really fun events associated with it. And so yeah, I felt like I want to do that. The series itself will be a bit more laid back than the Polish series, but, we're not going to be sitting on our ass the entire time. I think I want to go for the Balkan dominance, and we'll just see how we maneuver our country through the tides of war, I guess, with the Soviet Union and Germany on, well, the Soviet Union on one side, Germany on the other, and then, who knows what the Allies are going to do. It's going to be playing out similarly to Poland in a way, because, as I said, we're stuck between these two great powers, but we're obviously going to focus on our own thing. So as I said, Balkan dominance is what I want to go for, but, of course, our first thing that we need to do is institute a royal dictatorship, because I do believe this is what actually starts the... Actually, no, that doesn't start the events, but we do get a new... Yeah, Karol becomes the leader of the non-aligned party, which is really cool, and he does get a new national thing. He becomes a hedonist. I think that's, yeah, whatever. We'll just go for it. And we'll also gain political power, so that makes sense. As for the rest, our research and all is going to be similar startup to Poland, so I'll skip that. So I just set up the basic things, our research, our focuses, and obviously our army, and we have our first event. The King's Mistress purchases a villa. Magda Lupescu, the mistress of King Karol II, has reportedly purchased a new villa in an expensive suburb of Bucharest. How she could afford it was subject of extensive speculation. New evidence in foreign newspapers strongly suggests that the king himself authorized the purchase with government money. The scandal is spreading, and we must make a public announcement on the matter as soon as possible. So, the government has purchased a building and allowed Ms. Lupescu residence, gains, okay, more consumer goods production. I see. So that means we have less civilian factories for our own purposes. Or the king took the money out of an advance on his allowance. I think that's really good. We'll lose political power for that. Gains royal household accountants. Okay, we'll go for that. Because we actually get negative political power. I didn't know that was possible. But as soon as we get our national focus, we get 120 political power anyway, so I think that's fine. We're still lacking a few resources. Steel is necessary. I don't think we have the necessary equipment. I'm not sure. We don't have convoys. Yeah. Okay, so let's quickly check that out, because I've already been noticing this, because we are building some Delfinul class submarines, but they're not really all that useful. I think we'll need a few more convoys to do that. As for armies, I've one to the south here that is led by our Field Marshal Ion Antonescu. He has an offensive doctrine, because Bulgaria is going to be one of the nations that will take over relatively quickly. And I've also put a tank here under our General George Avramescu. I'm totally butchering this, but yeah, our only tank. And he's going to be probably just pushing forward here in Bulgaria once we go to war with them. We have obviously a big front with the Soviet Union. We have in the east under Petre Dumitrescu, who is a logistics wizard, as well as, well, having an offensive doctrine too. Maybe a defensive doctrine would have been better over there. The Spanish Civil War has happened, and of course Germany has remilitarized the Rhineland. That's not really a big surprise. Now, after we have instituted the royal dictatorship, we could go ahead and revise the constitution, giving us all kinds of bonuses. Political advisor cost, all kinds of costs get the reduction, and we get the national spirit, the sentinel of the motherland. So I think that is something we're definitely going to have to go for, although I would like this as well. But we don't need that just now. We can't actually justify any war goals just yet. So I think we're going to revise the constitution first. Yeah, let's go for it. Sweet. We still need resources, yes, as I said. That is due to the fact that we lack convoys. And we have an army here bordering Hungary, and I will have to build another one that borders Yugoslavia. The real issue of Romania is really that we border so many other countries. That is problematic. Okay, we no longer get these facts. That's fine. And as I said, it's basically the same research as for Poland. We're going to go for those kind of ideas or those kinds of, I guess, advancements that reduce our research time further, just so that it's faster in the future. But yeah, I'll be cutting away, and I'll be back as soon as we have another event of the Party King. So the Constitution has been revised, and I think we are going to, yeah, probably go for the Royal Foundation next, because that's an extra research slot. That's pretty early and very fast. I like that quite a bit. We'll go for this. And yeah, I think that's good for now. One thing that we could do, our political power has actually dropped quite a bit. What did I do? Oh, right. I added, there we go. I did add George Arginsanu as our advisor. He's going to give us more political power. So it's kind of an investment for now. I think it's going to pay off in the long run. And what we need to do quickly, though, is change our conscription laws to limited conscription, because in order to make use of a lot of these national focuses that, you know, come after the Balkan dominance, we need 400,000 or even more men in the field. And we just lack the manpower right now. Actually, you know, we might be able to do that right now. Yeah, we've got 100,000 men in training and 250 in the field. So we need 50,000 more men. I think that should be possible. Now, with the Sentinel of the Motherland, we gain 1% extra, yeah, recruitable population. All right, that's good. Anyway, we've got a new research slot. Let's go for concentrated industry, as always, because that will help us in the long run. So our party king has decided to throw a lavish party. Despite being vetted by the king himself, the official coverage of the recent feast at the royal palace has caused great public dissent. Pictures of the king's mistress in an expensive French evening gown and detailed descriptions of the 7-course meal eaten from golden plates have further inflamed the population, who are still suffering from the after effects of the Great Depression. The king demands that we make a public statement of support at once. So, the king must be allowed to be representative, which means that, or the king's private matters are not a government concern. I think once again we'll go with that, right? Although actually, you know what? For 90 days, isn't that bad? The king's private matters. No, actually, this time I'm gonna go with that, because a feast is a bit much, maybe. But yeah, this picture, it looks glorious. He has a glorious mustache. Sweet. But yeah, we'll go forward. Okay, so this is going to be removed, right? Okay, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. So we've got the chance to join the Anti-Comintern Pact, and I once again think that we should definitely go for it. Yeah, just like with the Poland series, it just makes sense. If we're going to piss off one person, might as well make the other person happy. We also finished our Balkan dominance national focus here and another research. So we actually have 4 research slots, which is amazing, but we can't actually use all of them just yet. Let me see if we can go for doctrine, maybe. Grand battle plan, superior firepower. Okay, I'll have to think about this, but it's probably not. It's going to be either grand battle plan or superior firepower. Probably the battle plan. Yeah, I think that's probably. I mean, soft attack, all frontline battalions. Okay, organization. Defense, all infantry. We're probably mostly going to be using infantry, right? Support, you know what? Fine, we'll go with this. It's just the best, I think. It's just the standard to go for. Okay, and the new national focus, we can go for the national defense industry, because we can't align Hungary yet, because we don't have 400,000 men in the field. We've got 280 in the field and 99 in training, so it's going to be quite a while until that is all done. So yeah, I might as well increase our military factories, the amount of military factories we have. So I think I'm going to go with limited conscription here, because we're really running low on manpower, and we still need this. We need this to be at least 400k. In fact, if we get all of the troops trained that we currently have in training, that should be enough. But you know what? Yeah, we'll need the manpower anyway, so we might as well switch it right now. Wait, where is it? There we go. Yeah, might as well switch it right now. The good thing about Carol II is that we get a discount of 25% to anything here. So with that and our 2 advisors that give us political power, we're actually doing quite well. And all these events that we have where we lose like 90 political power, like the feasts we had, aren't all that bad. So yeah, as I said, we're going to go with limited conscription here. Very nice. I also employed Nikoli Malaksa, the captain of industry, because we were actually kind of running out of civilian factories. I started off building all kinds of military factories, but that's probably not that good of an idea because, you know, we need the civilian factories first. They are more important. Actually, no, that was stupid. Let's increase your priority there. Because if I was to trade for rubber here, I would be running out of factories. So yeah. Anyway, let's go for new research here. I think we don't need any of that. Let me see. Can we go for? We can go for no, not computing. But we can go for construction too. So let's go ahead. Yeah, perfect. So our king is implicated in an embezzlement scandal. Following rumors of corruption in the army's procurement processes, the king has promised an impartial investigation to the matter. A preliminary report has been leaked to the press confirming not only the rumors, but directly implicating the king's closest advisors in the matter. The entire affair has become an embarrassment to the government. The king demands action, but has declared his full support for the advisors in question. So a signed contract is unimpeachable against the embezzlement scandal, which reduces our factory output, or we lose political power against procurement reform. Our production efficiency growth goes down. Reform the process. I think we'll... are we going to stick with our party king here? No, you know what? We'll reform this. We have all kinds of other great benefits, as you can see. I went with agrarian reform. We also obviously have the Balkan dominance. The key to a prosperous Romanian future lies not with the revolutionaries of the East or the democracies or fascists of the West, but with Romanian dominance in the Balkans. I think that is exactly correct. That's exactly what we're going for here. And we have just researched a tank, I think the heavy tank model. And I guess we'll just go for a new light tank here, because we do have at least one light tank division, and I think we're currently building one as well. So yeah, that's actually pretty good. All right, how close are we? Oh, we've got 350 in the field. Very nice, very nice. Some of them are not yet assigned. We will assign them to the Hungarian border, because that's probably the first nation we attack. So we need to actually put a few on there. We still have insufficient resources. That's just something I'm going to have to deal with. But our manpower is looking fine now, at least. So the Spanish Civil War has ended, and once again, Franco has won. Pretty good for you, Francesco. But it doesn't really bother us, or it doesn't really concern us at all, because we're busy with other things. Now, we have just finished the Danubian transport network, so extra infrastructure is really good. And now we could either get 2 civilian factories or an event. Now, this event is, I mean, it's probably going to be good, but I actually want to have the civilian factory, so we'll go for Malaksa instead. I think we're more focusing on ourselves instead of going, you know, trading with others. I think that's not really what we like to do all that much. And yeah, free military factories, very, very useful. Now, what do we need most? Probably guns. Yeah, probably guns, so let's just increase that a little bit right there. Awesome. So now I think we're building civilian factories for now. Yeah, I think that's all right. And we could modify government once again. Wow, I gotta tell you, we're gaining so many points. It's amazing. Okay, now you I will also send to the Hungarian border. It looks like we're actually overpowering them now, which is great. Especially with our extra planning, this should go quite well. I'm thinking about maybe even bringing the tank over, just so that we could maybe break through somewhere. And I do believe, I mean, we might not actually fight Hungary, but if we do, I want to be ready for it. So we'll have the tank probably just try and cut through somewhere. That's probably a good idea. So we've just completed the Huandoara Steelworks. That's pretty impressive, because this is giving us, actually let me check this out here. This is giving us 2 civilian factories as well as only 8 steel? It said it was going to give us 12. Alright, well, regardless, we can now go for one of these things. Either puppet Bulgaria or Hungary. Now, I think we're actually going to puppet Bulgaria first, because that's a little bit easier. Yeah. I'm actually going to go for that first. Yeah, even though I did start building all of our troops, or putting all of our troops over there, I think taking over Bulgaria is going to be easy, and then they could help us in, you know, in our other battles. At least that's the plan. Now, we can also modify the government once again. We've got so many points left over, so I think I'm actually going to go for Chief of Army, giving Division Attack or Defense. Well, that's hard to it's hard to decide right now. You know what? I'm actually going to hold off on that. No, we'll not go for this just yet. Japan declared war on China. Yeah, that's just a usual thing that happens, right? And yeah, there we go. It was actually only now that they declared the war. But yeah, we've got more troops. I will actually put you into the south. We could use a few more forces here. I've been also strengthening our defenses here, and we do have this fortify borders bonus. I haven't actually constructed any forts yet, but I might do that actually. I might do that. Oh, very nice. We just finished our Puppet Bulgaria focus, and it looks like Bulgaria submits. Bulgaria has accepted our requests and now consults us before making any political decisions. A special representative has arrived in Sofia to coordinate with their government. Awesome. So, just like that, oh, okay, they were actually interested in attacking us, but they will probably stop that now that they are a puppet. And Hungary demands the right to rearm, citing the ever-worsening political situation in Europe and the complete failure of the League of Nations to stop this. Miklos Horthy has publicly announced that his government will seek to secure the support of neighboring nations to allow for revision of the Treaty of Trianon. Without mentioning any territorial claims, Miklos Horthy discussed the only restrictions of the Hungarian military. A delegation from Hungary has arrived in our capital to secure a formal agreement to Hungarian rearmament. And you know what? They plunged the world into a war once already. I think so. I think we're not actually going to help them because they probably claim to take the Banat and other territories back, and we don't want that. So we are going to, well, decline that. But yeah, so with Bulgaria, our puppet, I think this was pretty good. This was quite successful. This was quite productive for the first episode. I'll end this episode here, and we'll probably go and align Hungary next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you, yeah, next time.